I'm Anarchy. I'm with Rob Moz. And we got Collector of X back again. What's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up?
There
How
he
you guys
is.
doing?
What's going on? What's going on?
All right. We're going to talk to what are we talking about today, Rob?
Virtual toy talk about Marvel Legends. Let's go.
Ooh, I think
Hasbro reveals.
I kind of know something about that toy line. You know,
I know you do.
Yes, sir.
You're an OG. You're definitely an OG.
I've dabbled in that line a little bit, you know.
So yes, there was Hasbro Fan First Friday last Friday, and there was a ton of reveals. Let's jump right in because there's a lot of stuff to talk about, right? So what do we got, Rob? Let's fire it up.
All right, I got you. It's coming. All right. Start with a couple of deluxe figures. Everybody can see that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
This start with I forgot his name.
Maestro.
Maestro.
I was struggling there for a minute. It's been released for a while now. Well, not released. We've known it was coming for a while. So, but I just wanted to talk about it. I think it's things that come for the Hulk line, as we've seen. We'll talk about in a little bit later. But I think if you haven't jumped on the Hulks, you need to now because I think they're going to expand the line immensely.
Look, I love the Maestro. I love Future Imperfect, written by Peter David. Back in the '90s, one of my favorite stories of all time. I love the Maestro. I love this figure. I think this version is from Old Man Logan. I think right, where Old Man Logan, fights Maestro at the end of the story. But I love this figure. I can't wait for this figure.
I don't know if that's from the Old Man Logan. I think that's from the video game. Because I remember looking at it trying to figure out where that was from.
Yeah, I thought it was from Planet Hulk. So we're all over the place.
Yeah, I know it's not from Planet Hulk. It might just be the Maestro, their own interpretation of, the Maestro, right? Could be. But he will go. He will be my Future Imperfect Maestro in my mind. That's what he'll be.
I'm not familiar with the character. Is this a good interpretation of him from whatever genre he's from?
I mean, definitely the head sculpt is pretty much dead on, except for I'm sure Greg Anarchy will agree. He needs to have that bandolier with all the souvenirs of the heroes he's killed.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. I wish he had Thor's hammer and Captain America's shield. I think it was broken. I think he had Silver Surfer surfboard and all sorts of various.
He had Iron Man's helmet. He had all these souvenirs from all the posed heroes.
Yep.
So he was pants like that, like the Hulk, like he came in pants like that, and like is that? So is there an alternate, or like there's Bruce Banner, or is this just him, or?
Oh, the Maestro, that's it. It's him. He's apparently, and correct me if I'm wrong, Anarchy. The storyline is he's from the future and he's absorbed too much radiation and he's permanently like this and he's gone crazy. And
and he's killed every Marvel hero basically. And
yeah,
the Hulk from the main timeline got transferred to his future or whatever, where he comes in face to face with his future self and realize that he's probably a big piece of shit. He's killed every, Marvel hero, and there's a point where he even beats the shit out of Hulk, and Hulk has to recover for most of an issue before the big fight happens. But this one looks a little bit different than that Future Imperfect. I have the comics over there signed by Peter David, but I love the head sculpt. I think it's a great Maestro.
Oh, I agree. I mean, and I'm pretty sure this won't be the last time we see this character. I'm sure they're going to do different interpretations of him throughout the years that he's been around in the comics. but this is a good start to get everybody's appetite for this character.
I think so. I actually have the Toy Biz one too. That came. I think he had like a King's helmet or something. That one. I still have that one sitting up over there. But I think this one just knocks the shit out of that one.
Yeah. I
Oh,
agree.
absolutely. And the other one that was good was the original Toy Biz one from the Hulk line. It had the bandolier with all the heroes' accessories that he, all the trophies he kept. He had Wolverine's adamantium skeleton as like a bracelet.
Yeah.
It was,
Wow.
Yeah, it was a really, really cool figure for something that was done, many years ago.
It was a good figure. Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah, you guys make me want it. I know nothing about the character. I had no connection, but that's yeah. I'm interested. I'm definitely interested. I missed the pre-order on it, and so I'm gonna have to pay the big bucks, I guess.
I'll come back around. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can figure it out before you have to go out and spend, double, triple the amount.
Yeah. Then we have a repaint of the She-Hulk out of what series did she come in originally?
That was the Fantastic Four wave.
I hated the color on that one. Like it did nothing for me. The gray, that grayish green they had on it. This one's way better.
I think so too. I like the overall design and sculpt of this figure when even in the gray color. I think she was actually gray in the current comics, right? I think they're doing a
correct.
Right. And but She-Hulk will always be green that I remember and that I actually really like. I like this color more. But I think the overall design and sculpting is really good. I can't wait for this figure. I hope at some point they bring She-Hulk out in a Fantastic Four outfit as well. But I dig this figure.
Oh, they will. Listen, if it's Marvel Legends, you're gonna get the character that you want. It's just a matter of time, and we're alluding to the fact just based off the whole wave that was shown last week. They have no problems making D and F characters into Marvel Legends. That just the library is open for any figure to be made.
I feel like they dropped the ball on this one. I got to be honest with you guys. I don't like I don't like the outfit at all. It's not a She-Hulk. I want the She-Hulk from what's the one that was the Toys R Us exclusive with the all the girls.
You want the 70s 80s version from the
I do.
what was it called? A-Force.
A-Force, yes. I want that version, in that outfit. Plus, the size of this, I know they limit articulation on female figures in Marvel Legends, which I still don't know why, but they could have put the waist swivel in this one. The size of this figure, I think they took some. The sculpting is beautiful. I think it's a beautiful figure, but it's not the She-Hulk I want. I won't be getting it. I don't want this She-Hulk.
I'm with you. I'm looking at the head that's on the body right now, not the side, not the one that's not on the body, but the head that's on the body would be a perfect like 80s She-Hulk or a She-Hulk from the Fantastic Four, I think, right? But it's the outfit is kind of crappy. I'm going to agree with you there. I will be picking it up because I like the color better than the gray one that's in the Fantastic Four wave.
I mean, the outfit is accurate to the current comic that she's in. So we're playing off of that. But I know the three of us have a different interpretation as far as what our version of She-Hulk would be. And I have to agree. I kind of like the more savage She-Hulk from her first appearance, that kind of vintage feel for it. But I'm sure we'll eventually get that figure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but and I'm always curious when they do take the waist swivel out, like what's the foundation behind that decision? Is it a tooling thing? Is it?
I heard Dwight talk about it before. He doesn't like the way the more articulation on the female figures looks. He feels like it because they're so slim and like the waist cuts and all that kind of take away from that. From the female versions of that.
So he's taking He's taking the Todd McFarlane route there. He's using.
Yeah, real quick, something that's bugging me about the figure: the joints and the arms look like they're a different color than the rest of the figure.
From this picture, yeah, it does look like it's a paler green.
Yeah.
And that may be the case because if you look at the alternate hands, the pegs do look like I wouldn't say aqua-ish green.
That's kind of annoying. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, it does ruin the symmetry of the figure.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll correct that.
The sculpts
are pass for me.
The sculpts are so good, though. Oh my god.
Yes.
Jeez.
Now, are the pants painted on, or are they sculpted? Is that paint? I can't tell. It kind of looks both ways. From I'm looking.
It does. I hope it's sculpted on.
At the waist level, it almost looks painted, but then you look down the legs and you see some textures. So
I'm going to say those are sculpted on.
I think so too.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's sculpted on because I mean, not saying you couldn't paint it on, but it does look like.
Do the feet look small? I mean,
I think that's just the perspective of the picture.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, but I definitely see the joint color in that foot. That's
you're right.
To me.
Yeah, it's showing up. You can see it in the elbows. You can see it in the ankles, and you see it in the alternate hands. And that's annoying because it breaks up. It breaks up the solid green silhouette that the character gives off. So
I don't even know why they would do that. Like that's such a glaring error or mistake in my mind. You know what I mean? Like, it just shows so it just contradicts the whole figure. Well,
yeah, and it's I'm actually trying to think now. I'm going to have to pull out the gray one that I have to see if those pegs are a slight different gray color, or again, this is just a stock photo, and there will be some alterations as time goes on.
Right. I hope the production piece is everything's the same color, but.
Man, she is gorgeous though, man. They really gave her a look on this, so she's gorgeous.
Oh, listen, it's a great figure, and I think the other thing is because it sculpts so well that some people are going to overlook or not even going to care about if those joints are mismatched color wise.
See, and she won't fit on my Avengers shelf. She's not. This is not Avengers She-Hulk, right?
No. The Avenger one that you're talking about is the A-Force type character.
Yes,
that's what you're looking for.
Now you got me looking at her feet, Rob. Like the one calf looks so big compared to the front of the other leg and foot and ankle, right? Oh, but small feet, big hands. I guess they say. I don't know. Small feet, big heart. I don't know. And I just want to add again, this isn't from the last Fan Friday. This was from a few weeks before. We just wanted to talk about these a little bit, and then we'll go into the latest reveals. But, the Maestro and this, I think there were two really nice figures.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. MODOK. Big head.
I'll let you take this one, X.
I love this, and it's something I predicted for a couple years now. Try to tell everybody don't spend $110, $150 on the Build-A-Figure, even though that Toy Biz one is the definitive one up until this one. So now this one is very reminiscent of the Toy Biz one, except for the swappable face and hands, different paint deco. But
I just look at it and I laugh.
This is well worth the $50 that it's retailing for.
I'm going to blow your mind, Collector X. Tell me if you knew this.
Okay.
In the game Marvel Contest of Champions, they just did a Valentine's special, like this romance thing. And they had a romance graph of how you could team up your champions in game and get more points or whatever and get more bonuses, whatever. One of the romance synergies in the game is MODOK and Angela. MODOK is fucking Angela at some point.
Angela, Thor's sister?
Yes, Thor's sister. You tell me that ain't weird or that isn't weird.
That's weird. Some over in Marvel is having some fun with that.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that's some twisted fantasy.
Some WandaVision shit right there.
Yeah.
So isn't that crazy? Like, Jesus.
God damn. Wow. I got to admit, though, I took your advice and I moved my MODOK, my Toy Biz MODOK a while ago. I listened to you on that one, and I'm happy I did. I don't know what the drop or if at all for the Toy Biz MODOK, if there was any. But this would definitely replace that one on the shelf. And I'm not putting the Toy Biz one down at all. It's a work of art.
Oh no,
But-
it's perfect. And I've read when this was revealed, a lot of people in the chats were saying, "I'm cool. I don't need this one. I have the Toy Biz one."
I can
And
see
guess
that.
what? You can't go wrong with it. But
Yeah.
with this being introduced, the price of the other one is going to go down.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to capitalize on your investment, especially if you got it when it first hit many, many years ago, that's the time to move it, because that, people are no longer going to go, why am I going to spend, $100, $150 for it?
Yeah.
I'm glad I
Yeah.
never rebought that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, that's if you did, you wouldn't miss it though. If you're just keeping the Toy Biz one is not a big deal with this, but
Right.
I'm glad they did it for the people that didn't get the Toy Biz one. They're going to do well with it. The interchangeable faces and the hands is big. It's big. I don't like the character at all. Unfortunately.
yeah, me neither. And you're still thinking about him banging Angela, aren't you?
Yes. Stop.
Rob's gonna have a weird dream tonight about that. It's burrowing in his head right now.
Now Firestar, she is actually Anarchy actually has one in hand already.
I do.
A definite figure I wanted. It's a definite must buy. I might try and get multiples of this. There it is.
Cool art.
And we already talked about it before, so we're not going to stay on this one too long. Thank you, Hasbro. That's all I can say to that.
Yeah, great figure. I can't wait to open mine and display it.
Now all we need is just a Amazing Friends Iceman, and we're good to go.
Yes,
Yes,
can't
sir.
wait. I
That's
hope
it.
it comes.
They have to do it.
They
have
They
to.
will. They will.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time,
They have to do it.
And that's the one thing I say, people. Everybody who's antsy to get a certain character, don't go buy the custom. Don't maybe go back and buy the Toy Biz figure. They're gonna make it. It's just a matter of time. And the amount of figures they pump out each year, the odds are one of your figures, your Grail figures, will be produced. It's as simple as that.
Yes. Yeah. I don't like the sweeping hair on this. I would definitely go with the laid down hair. I don't like the way it makes her look. She looks kind of like
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'll display mine with that head as well.
Well,
yeah.
I think if you put her in a flying pose, the sweeping hair looks better. If you're,
I just don't like the way it lays on the face and the mask looks. I kind of like the full hair look on this one, and I'm going to go with that head. You got to get them in hand, of course.
of course.
The dog, okay, or thank you, I guess. I don't know, but whatever. Let's move on. Everybody good with Firestar?
Yes,
We're
sir.
good.
Yep,
All
good.
All right, we'll skip over Deadpool. I know we talked about him before. Whew. And I know we talked about this one, but goddamn, man, Thanos.
I love
I
Thanos.
should-
Can't wait.
I should have mine tomorrow, and I just picked up the Walmart exclusive body from the previous one, so I can do the King Thanos, because I had sold mine when this one came out before I knew the head was coming with it.
Oh, cool.
So I was like, crap, I gotta go rebuy the Walmart exclusive again.
Yeah. I still had the Walmart exclusive. I missed this one. I don't have this one either. And is this an exclusive to online?
No, it's everywhere. So I mean, check. I mean, I know it's sold out at Hasbro Plus, but keep checking. It should come back on, or check Entertainment Earth, Big
Okay.
Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, I have mine pre-ordered from Big Bad Toy Store right now.
Look, I'm filled to the brim with Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with this, we're about 7 or 8 in now. I had enough, but I have to get it. And that's the reason I passed it up, because I got so many.
Yeah.
And I got rid of so many, and I still have. I can't tell you how many heads and left arms of the Build-A-Figure from the first Thanos I have. I must have 50, but I'm definitely not going to pass this up. I definitely want to get it. I'm mad at myself for passing it.
I'm surprised you passed on. I mean, that is the definitive Thanos.
It is. Yeah, for sure.
I wasn't 100% back in when they announced this. And I seen it. I knew it. I could have got it. And it's just like the Red Hulk. And I talked to you about it the other day. Red Hulk and Kingpin. I passed on both of them, and I'm mad at myself for that. So I got to do a little hunting and a little chasing.
Well, don't hunt for the Kingpin. You got one coming.
Okay. All right.
The Red Hulk, that's another story.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think Kingpin, I just put mine in my pile of loot from Big Bad at retail price.
Okay.
So I think he's still out there. You can still get. So
Yeah, because I know Entertainment Earth still has its pre-ordered. It still hasn't shipped yet, so I'm hoping.
I got my dealer. I don't need Entertainment Earth. I got my
Collector X.
So hopefully it's shipping soon. But the other problem is all these things we pre-order end up shipping all in 1 month. So all of a sudden you get like $1,000 bill at the end of the month.
I know, dude. My big bad bill, my credit card was at 0, and now it's back up to like $580 from all the pre-orders.
Oh, I know. I did the same. I must have pre-ordered. I don't know how many GI Joes that over a course of a year pre-ordered, and they all shipped at one time.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yep.
I was talking to your brother, and I was like, "Really?" And he goes, "It happens all the time." I said, "I can't believe this. It's like a $600-700 bill at the end of the month."
It is. It's crazy.
And that's one of the major things that drove me out of Marvel Legends is because I was doing it all. I had a massive collection of Marvel Legends, and it's just overwhelming and just dropping everything at once, and it's just but
and now he's back in.
Now I'm back in. But I'm very, I'm trying to stick as much as I can to just being limited. But now I want Hulks, and now I want Iron Man's. Oh man, whatever.
But that's what they do to you. You sit there and you go, I'm going to be disciplined. I'm only going to collect X-Men. You're like, okay, cool. Then they show you like an obscure character like Nighthawk, and you're like, you know what? I want to do Supreme Squadron now too. So now I'm in on that figure. And
the team.
That's what they do to you. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Or Squadron Supreme, excuse me. It's like that's what they do.
Everybody good on Thanos?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. The box set. I don't think. Yeah.
I mean, it's much improved, but
it is
too little, too late type of situation.
I hate that movie, Thanos.
Another
oh my God.
fucking Thanos.
I mean, when it goes on sale on Amazon, I'm definitely going to pick one up.
Oh yeah, just for the what's the big guy here?
Obsidian Cole.
Oh yeah, just for Obsidian.
I like Corvus Glaive.
Yeah,
he's pretty much the most comic accurate out of the four children. Actually, Ebby and Maul too. I take that back.
Right. But yeah, I stopped doing the movie stuff.
I happily sold all mine right before they announced this. So, I'm sure everything has took a drop, and rightfully so. These are a lot more accurate and they're beautiful. The fucking Thanos, come on, man. Jesus Christ. They're really beating a dead horse with this guy.
Well, listen, I can't blame Hasbro on this one because they're only working off of what Marvel gave them, and the colors were off and everything else. But I think this one was like, really? You want to do this? What was it, 2 years after the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Well, didn't they do another one in between there?
They did a 3-pack with Doctor Strange and everything.
And then they did the armored.
They did the armored one, but at least that's a different costume. I mean, you know what you're getting there.
The fuck come
on.
The
Build-A-Figure, the original Build-A-Figure of this one, right?
Yeah,
original. Yep.
The same. Yeah, just painted different and colored different. He's not Welch's grape head no more. So.
He's not Grimace.
Let's move on.
Oh yeah, my boy.
Sold. I already gave my money to Hasbro on that one.
It's a hard pass for me. I'm passing on Quasar.
That is the whitest alien you're ever going to see. I mean, come on. I mean, look at that. He might as well be Amish. I mean, it's awesome. You can't beat that.
Right, talk about it. Let's
well, I mean, listen. I mean, to think that you're ever going to get a Quasar figure and exclusive too to Walgreens. Someone's going saying, yes, that's what I want exclusively on my shelves is a 1980s Quasar figure. Okay. And it's perfect. I mean, look at the cape in the background. It's got that little star sequence in, like space-like. It's awesome.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm all about the cosmic guys. I need me a Quasar, and he's going to be proudly displayed on my shelf. Love him.
I mean, look at that 80s haircut. I mean, you can't beat that. It looks like Dirk Benedict from A-Team or Battlestar Galactica.
I'm gonna have an ongoing theme tonight with Hasbro, and I'm really sucking their dick because this is gorgeous. Like this is a aesthetically pleasing. Look at it.
Yeah,
you could put it up against any import that's coming in for $150.
Yeah,
you could put it up against any McFarlane. This is like right out of the comic book pages into a 6-inch 3D animated figure. I love it. I'm just not buying it because I have to limit myself on certain things. I don't want to get into the cosmic realm of. Never was a fan of it. Never was a fan of Quasar. Not saying I don't like them.
Yeah, but look, listen. Angela is cosmic, and she's fucking MODOK.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get that into our conversation.
Anarchy's trying to figure out the math on how those two work.
Yeah,
you know,
I am. I can't comprehend what's going on there.
How's that? You know,
MODOK has a big mouth, but
yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not saying I'm not getting it because it's not because I don't like it. I love it.
Yeah, wait till you see mine when I get it. You're going to be like, oh, I need one.
And I'm going to show you mine too, and you're going to regret it. And you're going to, let's mark
Walgreens. Let's do a Walgreens run.
I'm staying true, Florida. Yes,
February 25th, 9:00. He was like, "Yep, I'm not getting it."
75%, bro. I'm a 75%. I can't do 100%. No. But yeah, Quasar, the inside cape, the hair, the head. Look at this figure, man. That's
love it.
Stunning figure, man.
Totally agree. I'm in.
I'm for Hasbro, man. I love you guys.
Good job, Hasbro.
Oh man. I don't know why they gave us such a small photo of a great character, but I'll let Anarchy. Let's let Anarchy talk about it.
This is all you.
I love me some Nova. Richard Rider. I hated the Nova they came out with. It was skinny. It was dumb looking. I hate it. Right, and they fixed it. This is the perfect Nova. This is it. This is the definitive Nova. Also a Walgreens exclusive, I believe. Right, guys?
Correct.
Yes.
And I'm in. It's going to go on my Cosmic shelf. It's going to go near my Guardians of the Galaxy. This is my definitive Nova. He's perfect. I can throw the other one in the trash.
I agree completely on everything. The only thing I would have liked is maybe an alternate head with a little stubble so you can go into the New Warriors. Outside of that, it's exactly what we've wanted, and it's finally about time.
Yeah. Love it. Yeah. Again, Hasbro, thank you. A character I'm not going to buy, but
again, February 25th, 9:05, another regret.
Wait till Walgreens does their $9.99 deal, and you walk in and there's a Quasar and a Nova sitting there looking you right in the eyeballs.
Walgreens, get out of here. The toys are like cards right now, man.
I know.
Shit is drying up on the shelves like crazy. You see empty shelves, and thankfully, Toys R Us leaving us is rest in peace. That was a big thing, and Target and Walmart just can't do it like they did it and keep stuff in stock and stocked on the shelves. And
I mean, you're not wrong. I haven't found really anything in my Walgreens for a long ass time.
No.
No, I try to jump on when they're online. Like I got the Fallen, the new Silver Surfer character, because like you said, I think I have 3 or 4 Walgreens in my area, and I've maybe found a few figures in my lifetime there worth picking up because they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
A problem with Walgreens is they're not all dropping at the same time. Mm-hmm. I guess it's on the employees to put them out or whatever, but there'll be cases sitting in the back that they're just not getting to. Yeah. So it ain't like you can go to Walgreens and say, "Oh, I missed it," and go to the next one. They didn't even get it yet. Exactly. Or maybe now 2 weeks before that. So it's tough with Walgreens.
But if you're looking for a female Beetle from Absorbing Man, they're still at the Walgreens. Or maybe a Misty Knight from the Rhino Wave, they're still there. You can
Yep.
Or a Doctor Strange movie figure.
I'm happy they redid this. I'm happy it's coming. Again, thank you, Hasbro. And they nailed the character. I don't think it's as good as Quasar, but it's still
it's still damn good. Like I said, compared to the original Walmart exclusive one. And I didn't mind the modern version that came with the Guardians of the Galaxy Wave.
Yeah.
But this is again the definitive Nova that what we grew up with. So
yeah. Now, Anarchy, it's coming with a head on a stand. Do you know what that is about?
I don't even think I saw that picture.
It has a floating helmet. I don't know if that's part of the comic lore. When he takes his helmet off, it just floats. But they're giving it a floating helmet on a stand.
Interesting.
Yep, I picked him up.
Oh, you found him, huh?
Yeah, well, I ordered when it went on sale on Walgreens.com the first day. I picked it up.
Okay.
I mean, again, it's a reissue, different deco, more accessories, but that Silver Surfer again was the definitive Silver Surfer at this point. So if you're a fan of this storyline, you got to pick this figure up.
I'm not crazy about this figure. I don't know the storyline, and I'm not talking about the colors. I don't like the body so much. I don't know what it is about it that throws me off a little bit with this one. Maybe it's the shoulders or something.
I had a problem with the old Silver Surfer, the one before this. The body was, it seemed off to me, and I really can't put my fingers on it either. It just, it just looked off, and this one does too. And I think it's how the shoulders come in a little bit. Like I don't know. I like it. I'll buy it for my cosmic shelf, my cosmic awareness.
I wish he was sleeker. I wish he had less muscle tone.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, in the comics, he's more, he's less defined, more lean. But the unfortunate part, and again, this goes into, the tooling of the figure. If they did a whole new body buck, what would that be like? How much would that cost? And again, who knows? Maybe they will down the line have a sleeker type of body that they can use.
You know what Silver Surfer I love that I've never owned? The one from the planet, was it Planet Hawkwave? Silver Savage. Silver Savage. I still want that one.
It's a really nice figure. The only issue I've ever had with it is when you use the shield, the surfboard as a shield. It's so heavy, it's very hard to pose.
Right. I like that one though.
But outside of that, it's a pretty damn good figure.
Right.
But I like this figure. I'll buy it just because I dig the Silver Surfer. But there's still something off about it, man. I think it's the sleeker thing. He needs to be a little bit skinnier, more muscle toned. The body's too big, in my opinion.
He's got to have like a swimmer's body, sort of just very, there's definition on him, but it's not, you don't have any bulk in the shoulders and traps.
Why wouldn't Angela have sex with Silver Surfer?
Yeah, really. Come on, Angela.
Yeah,
well, I think when he became the Herald, he was castrated, wasn't it?
Maybe she likes head.
Now, on this figure, if anybody's interested, they're doing about $50 now, so you got to be careful.
Oh no, I've been looking in Walgreens for them, making the runs, but I haven't found them yet in New Jersey.
Yeah, so keep doing your runs and everything, unless you're going to pay anywhere from $45 to $50. Right?
Yeah, I'm going to keep looking. Maybe I'll get lucky.
If I run into it, I run into it. I'll buy one for you guys. I'm good with it. Ultra.
Love
now,
it.
This is just a 3D render, right? Not 3D. Yeah, 3D render.
It's
right?
3D. It's whatever their computer program they're using.
Okay, right.
And I'm pretty sure we talked about this one before, so we won't linger too long. But I'm definite buy on this. I want multiples. I want Kirby Crackle all over this fucker.
Absolutely. That's. I mean, the crackle is. That's the selling point right there. I mean, everything else could be crap. The head alone is what sells it. So
yeah. Is it the same head that came with Vision?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm going to check that out this weekend and pull out my Vision figure.
Okay.
It's the same one.
Anything you want to add on it, Anarchy?
I don't know. I am all about the army building with everything that's out, right? And I don't know, dude. I guess I got to see the figure. I know this is just a 3D rendering or 3D print of it. So hold for me, maybe a pass. I got to see it. I got to see what it's actually going to, look like in toy form. But it's okay. Yeah,
okay. I think it's the best Ultron, even from this digital render that I've seen so far. I love the old what's the bigger line that
it's not Select.
Select.
Yeah, I would say up to that point, the Select one was pretty much the pinnacle of Ultron, because everything else has been a little weird. I mean, starting even with the Legendary Riders, they went with that. You remember that form? It was more of like a mutated robot. From like the little one was like a 90s version Ultron, and it didn't do it. They got better with the one that came with the Ironmonger wave.
Yeah, but it was still too small.
It was still too small, and they were still using the buck from the Titanium Man, and it just didn't look like.
Yeah, it's not a good bucket. But that's it. Speaking of the Marvel Select and Anarchy mentioning, Army Builder Wave, you can almost use the Marvel Select one as the Ultron, and these be the
drones.
The drones.
Oh, absolutely. And you can still use the one from the 3-pack that came with the Professor Hulk. and the Vision.
Now,
Okay.
yeah, now you guys are getting me excited a little bit. I think what's sticking in my head, and I remember growing up reading the Avengers fighting this Ultron, but Avengers: Age of Ultron, the movie was so bad, and I think I got that stuck in my head. Like the Ultron is just, I'm not really interested, maybe because of the film. But
Yeah, don't let Josh Whedon ruin Ultron for
yes,
you.
well, he turned out to be a dirtball. I liked a lot of his stuff too, but man, he turned out to be a dirtball. Anyway.
And then the funny thing about Ultron, even with all the Ultrons that have been done, except for the select one, you can use those as your army builders, as different types.
Right. Now that's got me a little bit excited. I'm glad you said that. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, so even the old Toy Biz one, you use that one. I mean, like it's like a final form or something, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Well, you're talking about the movie Ultron, right? Is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about the one with the Legendary Riders.
Oh, Legendary. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the movie Ultron is what a turd, man. That figure.
I mean, I like the presence of him and the sculpt of it, but man, it was okay. It wasn't that menacing. Not as maniacal as I wanted him to be.
I agree with you on the sculpt, but it just didn't work as a figure for some reason. And same with Silver Surfer, there was something just not right about it. And that was a mold. That was they actually did that. Maybe it was the lack of paint they did on it, or like they could have did so much more with it. I don't know.
Well, the original Ultron did have a lack of paint because they reissued them as a single pack with better paint on it. Because again, I don't know what Hasbro was working with at the time when the figure was made, but yeah, it was lacking some detail.
Cash by a cash grab. That's what I was trying to say by Hasbro with using that mold again. They should have just burnt that fucker. Just some things need never to happen again, and don't ever fucking make Age of Ultron again, please.
Please, we beg you. Yeah.
Yep. That's God Doom over there. That's great.
God Doom. Oh man.
You better start pre-ordering your white capes, your custom capes now for that figure.
X, go ahead and talk about this one. Then we'll.
Well, originally the God Doom did show up in the Epic Heroes line. It was the only wave of Legends that didn't have a Build-A-Figure, and it ended up being a variant, which was a very tough figure to get. Ended up being what's that?
Overseas, right?
Yeah, right? It ended up being only overseas, along with the Red Deadpool, and for the longest time. The figure's been anywhere between $100, $200. Now that's obviously going to dip down because again, now you have the definitive God Doom.
Right.
But it's not the same figure, right? I thought that was the Fantastic Four white Doom, right?
It was a Fantastic Four white Doom, but if you want a white version of Dr. Doom in his costume, you're gonna stick with this one. On this, it may drop that figure a little bit. They are two different costumes, but overall, if someone's looking for him in a white costume, this is going to be the figure.
Gotcha. I was blown away by it when I seen it. I love the chest plate on this figure.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like there's some chainmail. I didn't see it this close, but it looks like there's some chainmail behind that chest plate. The Doom boots and the head with the eyes where you see the eyes, but then you drop that Thanos head and skull in there, man. Like, oh my god, man! Wow, I can't believe they made it, and I'm proud of them for doing it, man. Let's go, Hasbro. Anarchy, you want to say anything about this?
I love it. I can't wait for this figure. I'm all in. Might get multiples.
Yeah. Now this is a newer Doom, right? Like from a newer comic line, right?
I believe I forget that. What was
was it Secret Wars? It was the new Secret Wars, wasn't it?
That's what it was. Yes, it was a new Secret Wars where he had the battle planet.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what it was.
I have to go read that just to find out more about this figure. Ripping out Thanos' spine and head, like, come on, man! Wow. Thanos is a badass, even though they made too many Marvel Legends of him, but he's still a badass.
Apparently, this Dr. Doom is a badass for doing that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and Doom has always been on the cusp of being one of the baddest motherfuckers in the Marvel universe.
Mm-hmm.
He's always right there. But apparently he is now. You know, apparently he's there.
Yep.
Anything? Anybody want to add anything? But
I love it. I can't wait.
I love this, but I do want to correct myself. Rob was correct when I was talking about the original Doctor Doom from the Epic Heroes line. It was from the Future Foundation.
Foundation, yes.
So I want to correct myself on that one. Well, I don't want to have any misinformation here. So, but yeah, this one is from the Secret Wars line, a comic line. So
okay,
yeah. Anybody have any ideas what they could do with this chest plate? What they could use that on? Man, I love it.
I bet Angela and MODOK could find something to do with it.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do more like a new Titanium Man or a new Crimson Dynamo, something along the lines of Iron Man suits of armor, villain wise.
I love the way they went with this figure. Let's go, Hasbro.
Yo,
now this one, I am so psyched for. It's not even funny. I love it.
I'm so disappointed in this.
Oh God, come on! We can't be friends anymore. We can't.
Episode is done.
It's done. I'm walking out.
Oh man, I love the body. I love the legs, the arms.
I like it too.
Hate the head. The head is just. Why is his head all red? He's not. Yeah. This is not Dormammu. Go look up any picture of Dormammu. Even the digital rendering from Hasbro themselves, it's orange. It's the yellow head. They dropped the ball on the head on this figure big time, man. It needs a repaint. I hope they fix it before it's released, but I don't think they can now. But they dropped the head. There was some kind of miscommunication. I hate the red head. Yeah, it's not Dormammu to me.
I got you. I dig the body so much.
Ooh, beautiful. Yeah. And people are going to eat this figure up, but it's not right. Go look at the digital renderings from what Hasbro first put this out. It's an orange and yellow head. The flames are orange and yellow. They're not all red like that. It takes away so much from this figure.
I agree. And I think maybe, I think for the fact is I was so enamored with the body that I wasn't even looking at the little details.
Same here. But
and now that Rob ruined the figure for me, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to sleep tonight. Now I'm fixated on that. So thanks, Rob. Thanks a lot.
I might have to pay somebody, Mr.
Is
Flag.
Santa Claus real too, Rob? Or are you going to ruin that for me too?
Only because Coke created him, he's real. That's right.
But I mean, yes. It's wishful thinking that maybe they course corrected the colors before production, but most likely not. That's what you're going to get. But you know what? I still like it. I'm going to take it.
I think what they did with the body and the aesthetics of this figure is top notch.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the pinless technology on it, everything. Just that head, man. Just it's a kind of a deal breaker for me. Unfortunately,
I might have to pay a customizer to repaint that head.
Yeah, it's going to be a thing. That's going to be a definite thing.
Now, while we're on this, okay, so this is the first time we've seen that chest accessory. Okay, so my feeling is Baron Mordo next time they use that figure or use that chest piece, because they're gonna have to use it for something else. It isn't a one-time deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm figuring that's going to be, you're going to get a Doctor Strange comic accurate Baron Mordo.
Yeah, let's go. I love that chess piece, man. I
love it. And I would love that they start fleshing out some of the 60s, 70s Doctor Strange stuff. Doing Nightmare, a Clea, stuff like that. It would be great. A Wong. Oh man, I'm getting chills right now.
Yeah, me too. Thinking about a vintage Doctor Strange alone, man.
That's definitely coming. I will bet anything in my collection that's coming on a retro card or something. It's got to.
You said anything?
Anything, yeah. Anything other than the Annihilus.
In your collection, bro. I might have to, what do I have to give up for this bet? Like, it might be worth it. Anarchy, you want to add anything about that?
No, man, I'm good. I really dig it. Like you said, the head is, now I'm fixated on the head as well, but I might have to pay a customizer, Mr. Flat, if you're listening, to repaint that head for me.
Yes. Let me know. Mine's
Okay.
going. I didn't know the
Now,
character.
I'm familiar with the character. More of a Daredevil villain, Avengers villain. The cape gives him superpowers. When I saw the head, the screaming head, I went back and tried to find that photo. I can't find it. I'm not saying it doesn't exist,
Right.
but it's a little lacking as far as the overall character's interpretation in the comics. They got the hood right and they got the guns right. I just think the pedestrian guy in the hood is a little too pedestrian.
Yeah, so I might be wrong about this figure because I did read something that he was. How long has he been in the comics, Collector X? Do you know?
I don't know how long, but I remember the first time he was prominent was the new run of Bendis's Avengers. He was a villain in that line.
Oh, okay.
I think he also took over the Hand at one point.
Oh wow! Now,
yeah.
again,
so
the game,
and he's a crime lord. He's like always fighting with Kingpin as well for supremacy.
Okay.
So
in the game Marvel Contest of Champions, they released the Hood as a playable character. I had always thought and assumed maybe that the Hood was one of their characters that they just brought into the game. Kabam makes the game, and I thought, but I think I'm wrong because you're not the first person I'm hearing that he was actually pretty big in the comics here over the last couple years.
Now, I don't know if you guys remember when Hasbro put Marvel Legends on hiatus, and then they were going to come back with the 2-packs, the Warpath and everything.
Mm-hmm.
After that, they were tinkering with, well, do we come back with them? And they showed off those prototypes at the Toy Fair. They had Brother Voodoo, Terror Inc., and Hood was one of them, but it was a different interpretation. That Hood was more accurate to what I remember from the comics.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if this is a newer version of the character or it's a new character wearing the hood. That's another thing. Like the hood is what gives the person the power.
Right.
Right. But I totally agree. The figure itself does look a little too pedestrian.
I mean, it looks like your father on a Sunday going to Sears.
It's a Stan Lee body, right?
That's definitely the Stan Lee body. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a Stan Lee body. So like, you can pop that head off and probably do like a Peter Parker on it or something. Lots of customizers are going to love this body. They're going to love that.
I like the guns. I love the hood, the accessories. Yeah. But man, we might be doing something with that body, putting another head on it or something like you said.
I'm not familiar with the character at all. I know he's all magic, just from seeing it. I did a little research. I know he got like magic in his boots. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, some shit, the magic, I did a little bit of research on him, but okay.
Well,
it's something different.
Quick, and I'll bring up a picture of him from the game. And this was, he was in the game 2 or 3 years ago as in Marvel Contest of Champions, the Hood.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a completely different outfit than the game too.
Yeah, that's one that's a little more reminiscent that I remember because in the comics, from what I can remember, he also had like a furious red or in his eyes, almost like a burning fire in his eyes. Yeah. And actually, no, take that back. It was like red circles around his eyes. That's what it was.
Now, I mean, this character in the game almost has like a business suit on. And the facial expression is just kind of not even a smirk, just a small smile, which I think would have been way better on this head if they just did something like that. The opening screaming mouth just does not work here, in my opinion.
Right.
The opening scream out, I'm okay with. It's if you get a close up, it's his cheeks. It looks like his face is in the wind, like he put his head out the window, and his jowls are just like shaking back and forth.
Right.
It looks weird.
Yeah, I like it. I think to display him in the hood with his guns out, I think he'd look kind of cool. But maybe put him in the back or something. But okay, I'll take him for the wave.
Yeah. I'm okay with it too.
I'm always cool with a villain.
I did do a little research on the outfits too, and he has been drawn with a number of different outfits on. So like, it's kind of like at the creator's liberty with this guy.
Right.
I don't think anything's set in stone, really.
Yes.
Lady Deathstrike.
Finally.
It's been, you know what the funny thing is? The last time she came out was Bring on the Bad Guys, Toy Biz line.
Yeah.
With Onslaught, the Build-A-Figure.
Yep. I'm not a big fan of the character. Like
Me neither.
Not a big fan of the character herself. I like her for the Reavers.
Yep.
You know, I'm glad that it's coming from that aspect. So she does have a spot on my shelf. The head throws me off with this figure. Like the hood had the screaming head. I wish she had a screaming head. That's how I see her. You know, like as being a little more
just getting pissed off with Wolverine all the time.
She's vicious. I see her as vicious. You know, and this doesn't portray vicious. You know.
Now this one looks like she's like thinking, more calculating face instead of something a little more menacing. Yeah, even just like an angry smirk or something, you know.
Yeah,
something to show a little more passion.
Yeah. That the viciousness isn't there with the, you know, with the clean look of that face.
You're 100% right. I totally agree.
Yeah,
but I'll definitely take it over the Toy Biz one.
100%. Yeah, and I wish they would have gave her some interchangeable hands with the nails extended.
Yeah,
you know, like
fingernails.
Longer fingernails, like where she's slashing or something. Well, they're pretty good. You know, I'm not saying that, but you know, they're knocking out of the box. I think they could have did it there too. The new sculpt on everything, I think they did a good job with it. I almost want her a little dirty, a little cut up. You know, this one, just this character, I think is a little more. She's too clean for me.
Yeah, I agree. Right there with you.
Yeah. And that's it. We good?
Yeah. We're good. The first time I was introduced to this character was in the X-Men trading cards back in the 90s when I was getting introduced to all these characters. And I was like, Murder World Arcade? Who the hell is this guy? But I'm loving it. I love this Carrot Top character. It's great. It's just
it is Carrot Top. Yeah.
Platform shoes. I mean, come on, the bow tie. It's perfect.
It is. I love this figure as well. I've been wanting him for a long time. The sculpts are fantastic. The shoes, the bow tie. I think it's awesome. I can't wait for this figure.
Yeah, it's like an evil Orville Redenbacher over here. It's great. I love it.
I need two of them.
Yep. Yeah. Same here.
I got to have them with both heads. I got, you know, and I'm not an arcade fan by any means, you know, but they nailed it. They did a great job with this one. And again, thank you, Hasbro. You know,
well, if you're going to get two, you got to have one for the X-Men and one for Spider-Man. It works both ways.
There you go. Mm-hmm. What's the short haired is X-Men, and I take it the long hair would be Spider-Man?
Yes. I mean, I would go short hair definitely for the X-Men. I mean, from the 80s. So.
Yeah, I remember the cover with him on there with the pinball, like a big pinball. Yeah, I remember that cover. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm very excited about Arcade. I agree with everything you guys said about the bow tie and the suit and the platform shoes. And, you know, I wonder if that's the Kane from Kingpin. You think that's his Kane?
I'm looking at my Kingpin now. I don't think so. I think it's a new Kane.
Cool. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, because the Kane on that one, Kingpin is pretty thick.
Now, was he in a group or was he just a single by himself?
That I don't know if he had any group affiliations. I don't remember. I know back in the 80s he wasn't. He was his own. He was his own character. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was just the head of Murder World. But I don't know if he's joined anything else now.
So no type of crew or nothing like that goes along with him. Okay. All right. Thank you, Arcade. Now I'm looking forward to getting you.
Yeah, same here.
Jeez. Another knockout, man.
It's another. I mean, I know they're using the Taskmaster body and stuff, and that's fine. But to have your supreme aim scientist to go along with the troopers, that's an armor builder's wet dream right there.
Stunning figure. I mean, it aesthetically pops out the page. I love seeing a character like this.
I love it. I never got those other AIM soldiers, so I'm going to have to at some point, army build and
Just go to Hasbro Pulse, so you can still get the.
Can you still get the regular ones?
Yeah, the regular ones.
$15, man. Yeah,
Yep, you
that's
can't
a great
beat it.
deal. Yeah, I still may have some 80 soldiers. I don't know if I sold them all because I bought a lot of them 2-packs when they came out. I don't
never
know
got those either. I'm gonna have to do some army building here.
I don't know this character at all. I don't know if it's newer or if it's older. I'm not familiar with the character. I love the belt and like you said, the Taskmaster body. It just works. It just really works.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab something real quick, guys. Keep talking.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that they have that little digital note board or an analysis, device there. I love that.
Yeah. Almost like a. Anarchy, I love your background, man. That looks good, man.
Thanks.
Looks really good.
Did you guys get your
Yep, I got my Hellfire Goons.
I got 3.
I got 5. I got the max.
I got 6. 2 orders of 3.
Nice.
Nice.
Now they're all sold out right now, according to Hasbro Pulse.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, so I don't know if they'll come back in the stock or not.
This one had some weird. The leg was all messed up, so I put some hot water, and it kind of fixed it.
Was it just bent? You just had to heat it up?
Yeah, it was just bent, so I had to heat it back up. There's still a little bit of a gap on the joint, but it's way better than what it was. So but love them. I love them.
Yeah, it's nice.
The head on that, they nailed that head sculpt, man. What is that? Is that just like a basic body? Is it a Bucky Cap body or is something different?
I don't know. I haven't opened mine yet, but it is a basic body. There's nothing special.
It reminded me of the Pizza Spidey body, and I'm not exactly sure if it is, but even the design kind of reminds me of Spider-Man a little bit. But looking at it real quick, but even my Pizza Spider-Man had the same. The leg was kind of bent weird or whatever. But
it looks like the Hydra's soldier body. So whatever that, I think that's might be a Bucky Cap.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I do not own a Red Skull yet for Marvel Legends.
Yeah, I'll let you talk about it.
Go for it. Yeah. Anarchy, go for it.
I don't own a Red Skull Marvel Legend, and I can't wait for this figure. I just can't wait for him. I think they knocked the heck out of it. I just I like both heads. I like the outfit. I actually own and Charlie Flat customized a Red Skull for me, and I actually own a flat Red Skull in that outfit. So I have a connection to this outfit just because of that. So this is my, believe it or not, definitive Red Skull. I could, there's Red Skull in the black leather jacket, and there's Red Skull with his Nazi uniform. But this is what I remember reading in the comics growing up. But this is my definitive Red Skull, and I can't wait for this figure. I can't. I keep staring at the head over to the left from Zemu or whatever, and it's just like throwing me off here. Like I don't know that character, but fuck Zemu.
No, I mean they did a perfect job rendering this character in plastic.
Yes,
just the grinning skull is perfect. The green of his jumpsuit is perfect. The brown on the boots, everything about it is what you wanted from the. What would you say, the 60s on this one? What is that?
Sure.
Yeah, I mean it's perfect.
If not earlier.
And all you need is a retro cap to go with it, and
you're in there.
Perfect dynamic.
I mean, we're seeing a reuse of a brand new mold in the same wave. Dormammu is the same. I would say the same mold, right? You would say.
I would say so. Yeah.
So I love that they doubled up on that, and they both work beautifully, just like this. The head, I'm not 100% crazy about. Like, I think it's not menacing enough.
Are we looking at the same figure? What?
I'm not 100% sold on the head. I'm gonna display it. I like it a lot, but I'm not in love with either of the heads, honestly. Like,
really,
I like the heads on the movie Red Skulls, maybe, or one of the other Red Skulls, maybe a little better.
I wonder if you have enough love in your heart like MODOK and Angela do for each other.
if they can work together, you
could like this Red Skull.
Yeah,
I love the gun. I love the gun they put with them. Some type of Nerf gun, I'm sure. I don't know about, but they nailed that gun. The whole Hydra symbol on it, the boots, the pants, and I'm not saying I don't want to own this figure. I do.
Do you like the other head better, the one that's not on the body?
I kind of like the grinning head. It's just
okay.
It's something different, but there's something wrong with it. But I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. I got to get it in hand, and I'll let you know better. But I think it's okay.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
it's
looking
pretty
forward
good.
to this one. I am definitely looking forward to this one.
And look, they had the same situation. The pegs on the hands are a slightly different, like greenish color.
Yeah, like almost lighter, right?
Right.
Is that what you're saying? I still think this is going to be the star of the wave. Many people say Doom. I think this Red Skull, it's almost like the Nazi uniform. If you put the insignia on it, it is.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, If you put it on the armband, it's definitely straight from the comics. I mean, it's literally pulled right from the pages.
Yeah.
I do agree. I think fighting for supremacy of top figures in between Doom and Red Skull.
Yeah,
I would have put Dormammu in there, but you ruined it for me. So
the only reason I think, especially early on, Red Skull is going to be the one is because this is the one. It's only one per case with the Red Skull. Doom is getting two.
Yeah, I think all of them are one per case except for Doom.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And I think that's what's going to drive the price up on this Red Skull, and people are going to want it. Even though it looks like a big red cherry, but it's all right.
It's fine. I'll take it.
I'll take it too.
Right. I still love you, Hasbro. And this guy here, oh boy.
So this is what I was alluding to before. The fact that they did a Zemu Build-A-Figure, okay?
I'm glad you knew his name because I damn sure did.
Zemu, yeah.
Zemu, the fact that they did him, Build-A-Figure or not, this proves to you that they're not worried about selling figures or what type of character. This is, I mean, it's a C-list Hulk villain at best, and one of the original monsters from like the 50s. And he was originally brown, but his more contemporary style is the white. But it's amazing that I was blown away that they did this figure. Blown away.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people aren't resonating with it or don't know him, but the fact that they did that just proves that they're going to do any figure. Any figure is up for grabs.
I think he's a big deal in the new Immortal Hulk comic as well.
Oh, is he?
I think he's been in it. Fuck Zemu. I was disappointed with the Wendigo they came out with just because of the head sculpt, right? And this is the Wendigo Build-A-Figure body, I think.
Yeah, sure.
Everything except for the feet and hands.
Right, except for the feet and hands and the new sculpt for because it's Zemu. But disappointed in Wendigo. I think this head is better than Wendigo. I just have don't really care about the character. It reminds me of Tom Cruise and the Scientology. Apparently, they believe with all their hearts and souls, they pray to Zemu, who fell into a volcano and started life. And so Zemu reminds me of the Scientologists. So I'm like,
I'm scared to put the figure in my house now.
You can worship Zemu, praise Zemu, Rob.
I don't know much about the character, so I really can't dwell into aesthetically or anything like that.
I think it looks good.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks good.
Like I said, better than Wendigo's head. Did you guys like that Wendigo head?
When they did Wendigo, I was already going, all right, they're going to do a classic 80s, 70s, 80s Wendigo like they did from the Thing Fang Foom wave, just modernize it. They did, and they went for the new modern Wendigo, and it was fine. Mm-hmm. I know there were some paint QC issues on the face and the tongue and teeth. It was okay. I still wanted traditional 70s, 80s.
Right. Wendigo. First appearance, Wolverine fighting him Wendigo. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. With the flowing mane and everything. That's the one that I
same here.
Would prefer, but it was okay. But this one is definitely better than the Wendigo itself, because to me this looks like Zemu. And it just, and again,
it does.
I'm not baffled.
They nailed Zemu.
Right. They did. I'm not even shocked when they did the figure. I'm not shocked anymore when they do weird figures that people aren't expecting. I'm just not. But I'm happy that they do it though.
Yeah.
I'll set him
That's
up.
how I feel about it.
I'll set him up on my shelf.
I mean, do I think it's going to be a figure that you're going to that you should stock up on to sell? No.
Right.
I think it'll be anywhere between $30, maybe $50 Build-A-Figure tops in that range.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's really going to want Zenmu down the line there.
Yeah.
Hey guys, you get your Zenmu?
You never know.
So that kind of ties up Marvel Legends, guys. Man, thanks for going over everything with us, and it's good stuff. Good stuff coming.
I love you, Marvel. Let's go, Dwight. I want to get a fan. I love you, Dwight.
You want to get an I love you, Dwight T-shirt? Is that?
I will make it. I'll buy it and make it for you if you wear it on.
I love Dwight. Yes.
Do you want to have Angela, MODOK, and Dwight in a little threesome going on the T-shirt?
He knows. Dwight knows.
Yeah,
he probably set that up. All right, guys. Thanks. We'll catch you later.
Yep.
See you guys.